Good morning, peeps and folks. I'm Allie, and today we are watching The Owl House, episode 11 of season 1, Sense and Insensitivity. Alright, I mean, not Sense and Sensibility? Apparently. Yeah, a new recording session. Last time we ended off with the Palisman story, where we found out that, you know, the bat lady there was actually a Palisman too, once, and she was treated poorly, and now she wants to help every other Palisman, which is great for some of them, but not for all of them. But, you know, we got Albert back. And, wow, has been a while since I've been awake so early. The birds are actually doing stuff. Are actually making noise. Well, so, episode 11. You know, I don't know what to expect, honestly. This show always seems to kind of pick between, is this episode is gonna be important to the main story or is it not? And sometimes even those episodes that don't seem important to the main story seem to have like a tiny snippet of stuff that is important to the main story, so I never know. But yeah. Sense and Insensitivity. Sounds like some miscommunication thing. Or like, you know, Luz is saying something insensitive to someone. I don't know. Kind of like that. Could be. Doesn't have to be. But yeah, I guess we'll just see. And I don't think I am, but in the case that I am sitting different than usual, it's because of a thing that I have now under my table where I can, while I work, I can pedal and stuff and actually do some movement because I'm lazy and I don't like sports, but this is basically something I can just do without thinking about it and still get work done. And it takes up a little bit more space than I would have liked, probably. So, well, that's a thing. But I don't want to move it every time I record because it's heavy. It's really heavy. So, you know, I'm gonna use it while editing, probably. Sense and Insensitivity. It sounds weird because you're used to, like, Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility. So, Insensitivity has one more syllable than Sensibility. And Sensibility already has one more syllable than Prejudice. So it I don't know, it kind of disrupts the flow. But yeah, let us just see what is up with that. So let's go in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right. We're selling collectibles again. Mm-hmm. Sure.
It reeks more of nerd than money today.
Guys, you will not believe what's going on.
All right.
It's a book fair. We're
Ooh. Yeah, maybe not literally to life.
Who needs rides when this can take you anywhere?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A, you. B, I'm bored. C, I feel like pickpocketing some dork while they browse.
No, wait.
I'm with Luz on that one.
I'll let you ride in my hoodie.
Ooh.
This book fair's got everything.
Okay, that's cute.
What's that?
Writing competition. I mean... yeah. I like Luz more and more. Alright. I mean, the thing is, you can't just whip up something on the spot like that. Okay. Alright. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. He just wants to be a writer because he thinks it gives him might over people. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. I mean, now it makes sense why they take this title form, because literature. But yeah, I'm interested how they portray it, because writing is no easy feat. And I'm speaking from experience here. But I do have to say I like Luz more and more because of that, because I can really, really identify myself with her. And, you know, that's great. Ida, can you not throw books? Thank you. Oh no. That's bad. Alright. I think Ida will be very pleased. Yeah, that makes her angry. Again, Steve, do not throw books. You're on the naughty list now, Steve. Ooh. Of course. Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow. Just a lot of them in a drawer. Fun. Yes! That's the point. I mean, that brainstorming is portrayed interesting. Violence. Fun. So it's gonna be a gory story. Sure, self-insert. I mean, nothing's wrong with cliché per se. Just, you know, it depends on how you use them and how... They do plan a 3-act story structure, apparently. Cat! Wow. They did reference the 3-act, Save the Cat, and the hero's journey. Wow, he has done something blasphemous. He has insulted shipping. Of course. Did you sign an NDA or something? So many undisclosed things. Oh no, you just... Okay, never throw a manuscript in the trash. I mean, it is a good twist. But that is... Yeah, that is not the way your co-writing should go. Yeah, maybe you should start it on your own. And that's not how you find beta readers. That's not how you find them. Well, that's fast. Mm-hmm, sure. All right. That's not how easy it is usually. Mm-hmm. There's gonna be an ulterior motive to that. Don't sign a contract. Don't. Don't sign a contract if you haven't read the fine print. I think this is a scam publisher. Might just be, you know. Okay, so what are we making? That is not how printing works, but sure. I mean, yeah, it is. Sure. The typical, stereotypical authors. Wow. I have a lot to say about this. I mean... Oh no. Okay, let's get back to Ida and her quest. That is definitely a scam too. Oh no. I mean, who else would it be? If not Lilith. Well, damn. Well, damn. Suddenly ... King, that's not... No. King, just let her be. Yeah, no. You didn't act nice. Wow. Just such a long line. Yeah, I do have a lot to say about this episode. Mm-hmm. Now he's gonna kill you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, losed at some parts. Yeah, that's also a thing. Friend success. Ouch. Yeah, no. I mean, I'm with her. What are you planning? Well, that didn't go well until now. But they are gonna resolve it. I mean, that doesn't look good. That was a fireball. That's a good sibling relationship there, you know? Saving each other, but kind of still nagging each other too. But now they're starting up again. Nope. It's a scam. Yep. Everything's a scam here. Um... Yeah, you're gonna be exploited now. There are people like this, yes. That's the community for you. Yep. Yeah, she was kidnapped. Mm-hmm. Fun. Thank you, Luz. Thank you. I just wanted to say something about it, but she did before I could. And that's why you don't sign contracts without reading them. Well done. You know, guys, the publishing world is hard, but not like this. Good work. Yep, you gotta get out of this. All right. They're gonna get out of there. You know who you're talking to, right? Yeah. Ooh, I love that. Yeah. You're doomed. You are doomed. All right. All right. I mean, yeah. It all wouldn't have worked if he hadn't left the hole in the box, but sure. Yay! Yeah, he still has guards. Are you, though? His pen is an axe. Wow. Okay. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's gonna be awful. I don't know how I feel about them just leaving. And not, you know, giving up a warning, at least. No? She's not gonna do that, right? I mean, it's Ida. I like their dynamic. It's it's nice. Damn. Okay. Yeah, they... the book is lying right in front of you. I'm with the typewriter on that one. You don't want to know the chaos that has been going on while you were away bonding with your sister. Well, damn, that was an episode. I don't know if I said a lot during the episode, but I do have a lot to say now. Alright. Okay, let's first jump into the Ida and Lilith thing, because, you know, just get it out of the way. I mean, I don't say this in a bad way. I love their storyline in this episode. It was very short, of course, and it was pretty clear that this was a scam. But I did like the interactions between those two. How they basically showed that even though they are on separate sides, kind of, they are still sisters. They are still, you know, family, and they do care for each other, even though they pretty much get on each other's nerves every living second. But, you know, it was nice to see that side of the whole thing. I mean, we saw it a little bit when, you know, Lilith gave Ida the chance to escape in the convention episode and all that junk. So we have seen a little bit of that, but it's nice to have them actually interact with each other, have their banter basically going on. Yeah, that was nice to watch. But not much you have to discuss there, you know? I mean, Ida did say if she joins, she wants to join on her own terms, and I do respect that. And, you know, that maybe at some point it's gonna happen, but not yet. Not yet. So, well, then we have the whole other story. Alright. The portrayal of the publishing world. I don't know where to start, honestly. So, first of all, the writing process itself. Let's just talk about the process itself and then about the publishing part. Because, as you might know, I have not yet been published. I don't have a book deal. I'm not at all in that direction yet. But I have written and I have edited. So, on that, you know, front, I do have some experience. And I have found beta readers, so, you know, that's kind of stuff. First of all, I know this is for the sake of comedy, this is for the sake of a cartoon, but in no way should they have been able to write a book in that short amount of time. Not at all. Like, even just physically writing it would have taken a long time. Thinking about what to write also takes a long time. I mean, there are people who can write a whole story during a few days. There are. I'm not gonna say that this isn't possible. But usually those people are experienced. They have written a few things already, usually. And you gotta admit that's gonna be the first draft and it's not gonna be perfect. And you still have to edit it. So, what they, you know, did there, they skipped over the whole editing phase. I mean, they did the brainstorming phase, which I really liked because they did reference a few, like, structural elements. They did have the 3 acts on the board. They did mention a cat, but they didn't mention that they saved the cat. But, you know, it's the save the cat story structure thing that has been going on for a few years. And then they had the hero's journey circle and stuff. So they did have a few references that I really liked because it seemed realistic, you know, that they were thinking about, okay, how do we structure the story? And sometimes even using multiple structures can really help and seeing if something works or doesn't work. So I really liked that part. But of course, yeah, it takes a lot more time and work than they portrayed in this episode. And I'm letting it slide because it's one episode in a cartoon. The whole co-writing part, the collaboration between those two, between Luz and King, you know, they should have known from the beginning that while they were brainstorming, they had very different ideas of what the story was going to be. And usually both people should have a say in what is happening, and they should be on the same page, usually. I have never really co-written something, but I have watched some videos about people who have co-written stuff. And, you know, both people should be at least satisfied with the outcome. And that is not what Luz and King had. Not at all. So, yeah, communication is very important. Usually writing is like a single person process while you're writing the first draft. Of course, after that, you're gonna first self-edit, then find beta readers, let them give you feedback, so it's communication again. They gotta communicate with you what you could do better, what they liked, what they didn't like. If there's any plot holes, so you can actually, you know, think about what they said and maybe make some changes. So communication is very important, even if you're not co-writing, but just writing in general. Which takes me to no, you don't find beta readers in bars usually. I have heard a podcast of someone who says that sometimes you can find readers or even publishers in bars, but that's usually only at cons. It's usually not that frequent that you just walk into a bar and you'll find someone who wants to read your book or even publish it. Which brings me to the publishing stuff. And like I said, I'm not as experienced in that. I hope I will be experienced in that at some point in my life, but not yet. But of course I have researched the publishing world a lot, and yeah. I knew this was a scam from the very beginning. I mean, of course it was obvious, but still, it's... it was pretty clear, King, you should have known that. And you don't sign a contract without reading the fine print. Like, there are a lot of publishing companies out there who, you know, tell you, oh, we're gonna print your book and it's gonna be awesome. But here, there's a little fee here, and you gotta pay before they even print it, so that's a scam. I mean, you know, if you want to publish a book, usually, yes, the publisher and the agent, if you have an agent, get a cut of the money. But the publisher shouldn't, you know, be paid by you until the thing is out, you know. There are some that do this, but maybe stay clear of those. So yeah, and usually publishers are not that evil. So, I mean, some of them might be not nice, but usually they don't put you in shrinking boxes. Just saying. Yeah. Also the whole, oh yeah, I'm reading it, I love it, let's print it. Whoosh! Print it. People read it. Fans already. Very fast process in this episode. Not very fast process in real life. First of all, usually there's no guarantee that people are gonna flock to your book. It's pretty much coincidental. Because, you know, not every great book has many fans, because, you know, not many people got to read it and stuff. And not every book with many fans is a good book. You just, that's the publishing industry for you. It really depends on marketing, so they kind of did that well because, you know, he did have a lot of marketing, so people bought it at least. And apparently they loved it. So, but yeah, the fame coming in like just a few hours to a day, no. Usually the publishing process takes a lot longer than that too. First, most publishers do, I mean, I think all publishers, I'm not sure about that part, but you know, there's the professional editor looking over the book first, because, you know, even if you self-edited the book, that doesn't mean that you edited everything you should have edited. And, you know, they're kind of giving suggestions back, and then there's going to be corrections to grammar and spelling, and then you gotta have someone who does the layout. Actually, I have experience in that because I did have an internship at a publishing company, and I did do copy editing and layout. So I did do that, and yes, layout is a little bit easier and faster than the editing process itself, but it still takes time. And you gotta look on every page if it's formatted correctly and all of that. So it does take time and work. So yeah, that's kind of, but like I said, again, I'll let it slide because it's one episode in a cartoon. I think I just dove way too deep into this. I'm sorry, but it's a topic that I'm interested in, a topic that I am invested in, and, you know, that I am basically making my life do. So that's a thing. Maybe at some point I will be able to tell you more, because I am gonna try to, you know, have as a second job, you know, two jobs kind of. I am gonna continue my writing as like a second thing, but I am trying to, you know, become an editor myself, to work with a publishing company or on my own. I don't know yet. We'll see how this goes. Or, you know, there are also professional editor bureaus and stuff. We'll see where it takes me, but maybe at some point I can even tell you a little bit more about this whole thing, because I've gained more experience and stuff. But for now, this is gonna be it. I'm sorry if I kept you too long. It's just, I start talking and rambling if there are things that interest me, and that interested me. I really like this episode, even though it had its, you know, stereotypes and flaws and stuff. It did show a little bit of things that if you catch them, you can be happy about it. Like, you know, the structure thing and all of that. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be it then. So on this note, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.